Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's efficient. This is the line of reasoning. It is October 2016, Thursday. Thursday night football. It's Fudge. Ugh. We just got home, so he wants to say hi. So I figured he's allowed in. Now he's over it. No, he eats carpet, so he's now licking the carpet. Fudge. Anyways, yeah, I think I missed last week or something. I don't even know. I'm so off with this thing, but I'm here now, doing it. Yeah. So I guess we could talk about a few things. I just got back from the ultrasound. The baby Layla, her ankle, her knee, and her hip all pop. Mainly her knee, but whenever they're given movement, like when her hip moves, sometimes you'll hear it like kind of pop. And same, mainly her knee. Whenever her knee extends, every time. I feel like I'm trying to show you what my. Oh god. Is that good? Okay, I'm trying to show you knee movements. Whatever, it's all good. So, anyways, we went and got it ultrasounded, which I did not think we should, because it's only on her right leg, and the reason we were getting an ultrasound, we were only ultrasounding her hips, because they were like, oh, it could be hip dysplasia. But I'm like, that doesn't. Sometimes I second guess myself, and I feel like this world forces me to think doctors are like gods or something. Realistically, they're just humans who studied a specific topic. So they're knowledgeable, but they're not gods or God. Because I'm like, dude, and they're just fucking money hungry. So I know I'm going to get like an $80 bill for an ultrasound that I didn't think I needed. But Haley was like, she was like, well, because we both agreed we don't think it's hip dysplasia. Because I guess that's a common baby thing. So it's an easy code for doctors to be like, just go get it checked out. But I feel like they manipulate, they tug on your strings, your parenting strings, and they're like draining you for all the cash you have. So, anyways, I knew it. The radiologist was like, yeah, it doesn't look like her hips are just, she doesn't have hip dysplasia or whatever. And we're probably gonna have to pay. But Haley's point was, what if, for whatever reason, we were wrong, and like it fucked up her development, whatever's going on, and we didn't get it checked out. And that got me. So she worked my parents' strings. I'm like, yeah, it's true. But I'm like, I fucking know it's not hip dysplasia. I didn't know, but like I like knew. And sure enough, I was right, as usual. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it pissed me off just because I'm like, so much we just did to make that happen. So much time. It's not that big of a deal, but I'm just saying. Basically what I'm saying is I'm learning how to go. Because I'm like, if this was like the 40s, would they have given us an ultrasound for some popping? I don't think so. I don't even know if they had ultrasounds back then. I have no idea. I don't even care. But I know things were a lot rougher back then, which obviously disease was probably more prominent and people were dying more. But it's like, dude, fuck. You hear grandparents go like, they'll be like, when I was a kid, we drank wine pregnant, or whatever. Like, 'cause Haley would only drink 1 cup of coffee, if that, because some studies say it's bad, some say that's bullshit, some say you can drink one and nothing happens. So towards the end, she drank one. sushi's bad. Like, people are like, dude, who gives a fuck, you know? My baby came out fine, and I fucking shot dope. No, I'm just kidding. No one said that. Anyways, I'm learning to just kind of trust my judgment. But I know that I'm going to fall victim to this again. Oh, what if this, what if that? And then, you know, it's not worth it, but, like, there's a point. Because all they're saying is, we don't know why her ankle's popping. We don't know why her knee is popping. We don't know why her hip is popping. It could be hip dysplasia. But she'll grow out of it. And I'm like, you don't even know if she'll grow out of it. What the fuck is an ultrasound going to do? All we did was rule out it wasn't hip dysplasia. Anyways, okay, I'm done talking about this. Yeah. So another thing, it was my birthday on Saturday. I turned 22, which was weird because like a few days later, I was at work, and I'm young. I look young for the job I do, because I'm not like the little bitch anymore. I'm the head guy. So when I'm talking to customers who are 70 or 60 or 50, they look at me and I'm talking to them as like we're equals, which we are. I hate fucking when old people give me shit for the way I look, but I deal with that prejudice regularly. So I don't understand what it's like to have it as your race. But there's so many instances where people give me shit for how young I look, which it sucks because it's like I've missed out on opportunities for it too. And I know just people look at me and go like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He's fucking 16 or whatever. I'm like, you should have seen me when I was 16. And then when I was 16, people were like, you look like you're 9. Like, okay, you should have seen me when I was 9. I probably looked 1 to you. Like, what? How far back we're gonna go? Or are you just old as fuck and can't accept that you look like a 50-year-old? That's the root problem here. Anyways, we're talking about my birthday. So I turned 22 on October 1st, and yeah, a few days later, the customer condescendingly asked, "How old are you?" That was a great impersonation, by the way. I want all the credit I deserve. Just kidding. No, it was more like, he looked at me like, "How old are you?" No, that was a bad one too. Let me think. "How old are you?" But it wasn't like, bitch, how old are you? It was like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm 22. And it felt weird to say. This is the whole point I'm bringing up. I'm not trying to talk about this other stuff. Which is why I'm doing this podcast, is because I can talk for 30 minutes and it feels like I just said one thing. 30 minutes goes by pretty quickly. So I was like, I'm 22. And that felt good because it's like, he was like, he doesn't know how long I've been 22. I could be a mature 22. I could be like a 22 in 9 months. That motherfucker has no idea. I could be turning 23 tomorrow. But actually, I just turned 22. But I said it and he was like, oh, okay. So I'm like climbing the ladder of, oh, he looks young, but he's 22, so he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. But I have the exact same amount of, obviously I've grown as I've gotten older, but like for the most part, and this subject I was discussing with him, the exact same amount of knowledge when I was 19. And if I said, I'm 19, he'd be like, jeez, man, like, you got in young. Whoa. I still get that. You started so young. Whoa. I don't know why every person I come across that I'm telling you about has a, jeez, man, like an Alabama accent, but they all do. Anyways, yeah, I turned 22, which was fun. My birthday's like cursed. I never have good birthdays. It's weird. I thought someone was going. Like, I just have never had, like, one year I had, like, when I turned 17, Haley threw me a surprise party, and that was, like, gold. But, like, my friend, Kyle, who passed away, last year. For my 14th birthday, I remember like we were all gonna go surf the artificial wave in San Diego, and him and my brother Justin were like shooting each other with the airsoft gun. We were all like running around being crazy kids. We were fucking insane back then. And Justin, we always used to bully Justin. So Kyle was chasing Justin, and then Justin runs in the house, locks the door, closes it on him, and we had like this stainless glass, like 18 inches by like 3 feet. Sorry, you can't see that. 18 inches by like 3 feet. Piece of like stainless glass pattern, whatever, on our front door. And he went to go push the door open because our front door sucked ass. It was piece of shit, and you just had to push it open. You didn't have to like click it or whatever. But he locked the top lock, and he went to push it open, and his hand went through the glass and it like cut him all up, and he was bleeding everywhere, and it was this whole ordeal. And yeah, he couldn't go anymore, and it was like, oh, that sucks. So we went without him, but he was gonna go. But just shit. That is one example. When I was turning 16, I don't even remember my 15th birthday. Like literally, have no recollection of it. Not for any particular reason. I just don't remember it. It wasn't like I was so fucked up. I don't even know. I think like I was like, oh, I should get totally wasted or something, and then like no one cared. I was turning 15. I don't know. It didn't mean anything. So, anyways, 16, Haley plotted. I was like, hey guys, we should all go to Not Scary Farm, the whole friend group. And this is before we were dating. And she hated me for some reason at this point. And she was like, I was like, let's all go to Not Scary Farm for my birthday when I turned 16. And I was like, had a whiteboard, and I was like writing down like, all right, who's down to go, let's like get like a list of people. And I was writing down like names who were down to go. And then I remember Haley being like, I'm down to go to Not Scary Farm, but not for Chad's birthday. I was like, damn. I'm like, fuck, you know, like what the fuck was that about? And she like got a bunch of people. They didn't go, but they were like down to go without me. I don't know if it was they were playing on the same date, but like they clearly did not want to go for my birthday. So my 16th birthday was me and 2 friends and my friend's mom. And I blew out a candle, and it was like, yay. 17 was great. Anyways, something bad always happens. Last year, when I turned 21, I texted 40 people to do something. I think it was Scary Farm again. And no one responded. A few close people to me didn't say happy birthday. It's not like I'm like asking for this. So anyways, we'll get to 22. So I turned 22 and I didn't see anyone. It was just me and Haley. We went out to breakfast, which was nice. Me, Haley, and the baby, obviously. And then came back here, ate lunch, bomb-ass lunch. So good. Bomb-ass breakfast, too. And then we were like, let's go down to San Clemente, where her dad lives, and go like in the jacuzzi out there, chill. We'll go get some sushi. Maybe meet up with some friends. And then Layla had a fucking panic attack for some reason, like all night. So I ended up just going out by myself to get takeout and bring it home. And I was like, this is the definition of a dad birthday. I'm going to start having dad birthdays. So I was robbed my childhood of good birthdays. And now the rest of my life I'm fucked. I'm just kidding. I don't really care. It really isn't that big of a deal. I feel like people, what are you going to do for your birthday? I don't care. I gave up caring after 4 in a row of being shit when I was a kid. You see that? Lakers. I love this cup. The Lakers, baby. Too bad about Kobe. It sucks. I don't even know who I'm gonna like. I love the Lakers, but like I was a Kobe fan. the Lakers I was a Laker fan, and Kobe was the Lakers, so I'm just like, who's gonna be the next guy? I don't know. It's weird. This is my first time like seeing a generation leave. Like LeBron's gonna be done in like 3 or 4 seasons probably. Let's see, Kobe started in 96, 97 or something like that. LeBron started in 03. So, fuck yeah, LeBron could be, no, maybe like 5, it depends. Legends usually hold it out for a while because they're like, I don't know why, but they do. Then, anyways, I went to the Charger game Sunday, which was fucking rad. I went to meet. So Layla has now been to 2 Charger games, which is pretty funny. Because I've been to like, I think 4 in my life, and she's been to 2, and she's not even 2 months old yet. Yeah, we went to the Charger game, which was super fun until we blew it and lost and pulled a Charger-like loss, and we're up by like 14 or something with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Then we fumbled on our next 2 possessions, and they came back and won in our home stadium. So that sucked. But yeah, I did go to the Charger game, and I did have a fun time. Which was like technically for my birthday. So I got good ass gifts this year though. I feel like I've been dragging this birthday thing out for a while, but I got a bunch of sick ass shit for basketball because I play basketball. I attempt to play. I haven't played this week, and I'm not gonna play this week because work. I've worked. Monday I worked 17 hours. Tuesday I worked 13 hours. Yesterday I worked an 8, and then today I worked 4. But tomorrow I'm probably going to work 14 hours, which sucks because I like playing basketball on Fridays. I'd rather work 4 tomorrow. Who doesn't want to get off early Friday? Who gives a fuck about a Thursday? I'll grind on Thursday. I don't care about Thursdays. Which sucks. I was trying to get my boss to schedule it, and he was being a bitch, so whatever. I'm getting fucking hot in here. What was I talking about? Let me see. Sorry. Zonin. Okay. Chargers lost. We suck. The end, obviously. Still a Charger fan. Don't know why, but I am. But my number 2 team's the Patriots. And they got fucking killed too. But T. Braid's back. I'm just kidding. Tommy Boy is back. And I know he's going to come back and ball out. A lot of people are like, he's going to fall off. I'm like, dude, you don't piss the best player in the world off. Like, he's going to ball out, dude. I just know. I would put money that they're going to be... Fuck. Denver's balling, though. I don't know. It's a close one this year. But they're going to ball out. I would not be surprised if they won the Super Bowl at all. I picked them in the beginning of the year. In like July, I was like, I with the 4-game suspension, I said Patriots win this year. I think this will probably be like their last one. If they don't win it this year, it probably won't be. I think they're going to get one more. It's either going to be this year or next year. But I think this year they're going to do it. But Denver's going to be a rough one. Because they've made pretty much every quarterback in the league look like fucking garbage. They'll probably play like the Vikings or something in the NFC, which has a great defense too. I don't know. Who cares? So, quick update on mixing. I have 2 songs done now of 14. Oh, actually, 4 songs done because 2 of them are done already. So, I have 10 more mixes to go, and one of those isn't like a full song, it's an intro. So, I mean, it's still like a minute or 2 long, but it's not like 3 verses and a chorus and all that. Yeah, I don't want to be cut off if I want to lean forward, but I am cut off. Lean this far. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, so I'm just it just gets me super excited because I'm like, I don't know, the main song I was stoked on, the One More Day song, is done, and it came out exactly how I wanted it to. Because it just has, there's been so many different versions of all my songs, and they're finally getting to where I wanted them to be, and all the other versions were not, and it was so frustrating because I had this visual of what I wanted them to sound like. I guess that's not a visual. I don't know what that would be. I had this earful. Just kidding. The sound. I just had something in mind of what I wanted it to be, and they never were, and now they are. 4 of the 14 are. So we're moving on to the next one, and it's like it's slow but steady. Like we're moving on because there's changes every time, and I'm starting to kind of drive myself crazy because I'm like, should I be a perfectionist on this one little part? And it's like, yes, I should, but then it's like, how long am I gonna fucking work on this? I could drive myself crazy on everything I could do to it, and it's like, are people even gonna notice that? No, but I will. So I'm like, I don't want to hear it after it's released and be like, damn, I wish I just spent the time to do it. Because that's how I did on the Post-Apocalyptic album. I wish we just took our time. Actually, I don't. I don't give a fuck about that album. But at the time when I cared about the album and I heard it, I was like, damn, I wish we took more time on it, just because it's because I'm gonna go to fucking town promoting this thing, like marketing, I've already gone to town creating it, like just fucking so much time and money and energy, and like just I've consumed so much, or I guess that's not the right word, not consumed. I've given so much. It's the opposite of consumed. This project has consumed so much. No. Scratch consumed. I've given so much to make this something like good, presentable, and when afterwards the post campaigns, I guess, of what I'm gonna go for are gonna be like I'm just gonna push so hard to be like, listen to my song, check it out, like my page, subscribe to YouTube, all that. Like, I'm gonna go to town to try and like get as many people to hear it. And if I hear it and don't approve, how can I expect someone else to? So that's what I drive myself crazy with. Like, I don't even want to show you until it's done. So many people go, let me hear it, let me hear a demo, let me hear this. I'm like, dude, first impression means a lot. I know that. When I hear a song the first time and it's not that good, I'm like, eh. Like, I just had that with Royce da 5'9's Layers album. Now, I'm a firm believer that the firm flopped. No, I'm just kidding. I am. I'm just kidding. Not too many people are going to get that, but that's okay. There's not too many people that are here to get that. I'm a firm believer that listening to an album once, you can't give it an honest, I guess you can give it an honest one. You can't give it a solid opinion. Because there's so much in an album that you can't even comprehend it all. Okay. I don't know what the hell I was just happened, but so I guess I'll give you a quick breakdown so you can understand. This camera can't handle more than like 11 and a half minutes of video. I got a better SD card. I don't care. It's not that big of a deal. But every 11 to 12 minutes, I should say every 9 to 12 minutes, sometimes it does shorter, it stops and says, movie has stopped recording. So that's why in my videos, those little like transitions, blurriness to the next, occur. Mom? Anyways, that was fudge. That's why those things happen. So right when that happened, it said, I heard my mom walking into the door, and then right when I heard her walking in the door, it said movie has stopped recording. So it was kind of perfect timing because I would have just sat there and waited for her to walk around and do her thing because she's just going to go upstairs and shower. I'm not going to do it while my mom's standing right there. That is such a trip. That's the definition of my life. It just did movie stopped recording right there. I just said 9 to 12 minutes and it did it after like a fucking minute. So you're going to see a transition 30 seconds ago. You probably saw one. Right when I said that's such a trip, right before that, it's gonna be a little boot. Anyways, at least I make it nice for you guys. A little blah is nice. And yes, I just did blah, and you couldn't see my hand, so I did it again, just so you could see my hand. So it had better effect, like blah. When I did blah, it looked like I didn't do anything with my hand, but I did. It was just over here, so I had to do it again. Anyways, so I think I was talking about albums and judging them and stuff. So I drive myself crazy, and I'm like, okay, is this gonna be? Are people gonna notice this? But I know people aren't gonna understand everything I say the first time they listen to the album. But I want there to be those seeds to where, oh yeah, I was talking about Layers, Royce da 5'9's album. Anyways, I want there to be those seeds that, like, after the third time of hearing it, you go, oh, that's what he's saying there. And I don't want there to ever be a time where you go, like, I don't understand. Like, it's kind of, that's weird that he would say that, you know, or something like that. Like, why didn't he just say this? I don't know. I don't want any confusion or anything. I want it to be perfect, which it's not going to be perfect. Because I don't have DJ Premier and Dr. Dre. But I do have some random kids who make beats, and I did the best I could with what I had. It can be. I'm trying to get it to. I gotta move my hands in for the camera to see. Just kidding. I'm trying to get it to be perfect for what it can be perfect for. I'm trying to make it a 10 out of 10 for an underground debut solo album by a guy who just moved into his mom's house. And had a band. So I'm gonna just try and wrap this up because I think it's been about 30 minutes now. But yeah, mixing's going good, and I listened to Layers, Royce da 5'9's album. Let me just make that point. And when I first heard it, I was like, you know, whatever. There's some songs that are dope, but I just listened to it again yesterday, and I was like, damn. Like, he fucking rhymes like... God, I'm sorry, my head's like cut off. He rhymes his fucking ass off on that album. They're sick ass rhymes. Like, just... It's so hard to think of compound rhymes like sell dope, which is like a phrase, and jail pose. And Melrose. Like, I can think of sell dope and... tell poke. Like, tell rhymes with sell and poke rhymes with dope. But to think of like Melrose, sell dope, Velcro, hell no, cell phone. Just that shit is fucking sick. It's a lot harder to rhyme Velcro and sell dope than it is to rhyme tell poke and sell dope. So, like, it's easy to think of things that rhyme with that, but to make them make sense and then have like punchlines, like similes and metaphors within those and double entendres. Yeah, that album's fucking ill. So, anyways, that's a perfect example of me judging an album 1 or 2 listens in. I actually listened to it a few times because I was like, I wanted it to be dope, but I didn't get a feeling from it, and then yesterday I got a feeling for it. So, with all that being said, I'm gonna rhyme now. This is probably the most ignorant. No, it's a very ignorant rhyme that I wrote over a year ago, living at my mom's house the first time, or the second time, I grew up there, obviously, then I moved out, and then moved back, and then I moved out, and then I moved back, and now I'm here. But yeah, I explained how ignorance works in my rhymes last week, so I'm not going to do that again. But it's fun to rhyme this stuff. Just put it that way. In case you didn't see last week's, this is not Chad. This is efficient rhyming, but like, I'm not going to do that like Jehovah, fucking Jigga, Jay-Z, Eminem, Slim Shady, Logic, and Young Sinatra. Like, I'm not saying like they're two different people. I'm just saying like Efficient is a rapper who raps. And sometimes raps are negative and discouraging, and I sound like a fucking deadbeat asshole. And sometimes they're uplifting and positive, and I'm trying to encourage you to go to college. Actually, they're probably never going to be that. But I'm just saying, this shit varies. But sometimes it's fun to be a piece of shit and like rhyme it and have it all make sense and punchlines and like, anyways. So the first line is, "We'll tell you everything." Let me change this camera a little. Sorry for that. Push it up a little so when I lean forward, there we go. Okay. Fuck women, man. I'm a broken dreamer. All they want in men is cologne and Visa. With me at my pad, I got an open freezer. Nothing's in it but frozen pizza. But under the fridge is a stolen heater. And I'm paranoid from blowing reefer. I asked this girl, was I supposed to meet ya? I wanna just keep talking till this moment leaves us. Wait, what's that? Is you's a Mona Lisa? Quit staring at me, bitch, you're giving boners, Lisa. My dick's so big, I'm like a Roman leader. They call me the Trojan squeezer. Not the type that was stoning Jesus. More like Miss Bobbitt holding cleavers. When I'm limp, it's a broken penis. My head won't stop growing, I'm having a stroke of genius. So, what I was explaining before. Roman leader and Mona Lisa. More like Roman Lita and Mona Lisa. And then also doing the punchline of like, wait, what's that? Is you's a Mona Lisa? Quit staring at me. Breaking down lines. I'm not supposed to do this, but I feel like there's too many people who watch this that aren't listening to hip-hop. Or don't understand hip-hop. Or if they do listen to hip-hop, they listen to like one artist and don't understand what they're doing either. They just like the rhythm or whatever. So there is a very technical aspect that I take very seriously when I write that stuff. And yes, it's ignorant, and I said my first line is fuck women, man. But that's just to start it off to like give you that shock value, like, damn, this guy's a piece of shit. And then you could see like this whole thing, like, I don't smoke weed anymore, but I say I'm paranoid from blowing reefer. I got a stolen heater, but at my pad I got an open freezer. Nothing's in it except frozen pizza. Which was true at one point when I lived in San Clemente. All I had was frozen pizza. Everyone used to give me shit. All I ate was like frozen mac and frozen pizza, which is fucking gross, but it's true. So some of it's true. All they want in men is cologne and Visa. Sometimes. My dick's so big, I'm like a Roman leader. They call me the Trojan squeezer. Definitely don't wear a condom. I have a baby. And my dick is huge. I'm just kidding. I'm not the type that was stoning Jesus. That is definitely true. I'm more like Miss Bobbitt holding cleavers. I definitely don't hold cleavers, nor do I chop wieners off. But I'm giving you the message that I'm a crazy guy who's holding cleavers with. When I'm limp, it's a broken penis. My head won't stop growing. My dick, or my head, I'm having a stroke of genius. Like my dick is limp, but stroke of, I'm too good. I'm sorry. Confidence is there after that one. That's a dope ass written. Peace. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week.